Your camera is very, for Kaisa main, I wouldn't say it's bad for Platinum, but there are cases where it's too locked. You are trying your best to move it, to like,
Hmm.
change it. Like here, for example, I'm not sure like how much HP the Atrox has when he's TPing, or the Swain. I didn't
Swain.
even know it's a
Yeah.
Swain. Like you see, because your camera is super bad here.
Right.
And then
Hmm.
here's like you just proc your passive, you get isolated Q, but you're not seeing how much HP he has. You only
Right.
see it on the left angle. Yeah, but I mean, it's so difficult in a League of Legends game to look here with your eyes. So that's why your camera
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Yeah.
right. Same thing here is like you did damage the Mel, but I don't know how much HP Mel has. Like the play is, do I run and wait for Silas, or do I just go on them? Well, I don't know, because I don't know how low they are. If they're really low, you can go in. But you see the camera control?
Mhm.
Didn't really
Right.
see them. Look, there's just, and they were actually pretty low.
What's up guys, besides here, and today we will talk about smart risk on AD carry, risk assessment, and how to know if your decision is good. Be sure to watch this until the end because this video contains macro, reset timing, decision making, even rotation. So if you are AD carry, please be sure to watch this until the end. This is a great coaching session that you should watch. Be sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content for this AD carry specialized channel. Enjoy.
Okay, and then Thresh died. I hope you push this time because you killed him, but please crush. Please crush. Oh god. That was
Please
good.
crash. Yep.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, the wave management. I can see. I can see. I can see. Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds logic. Oh, crush before recalling, crush before. Well, you need to also think a bit more about where the wave is, because if you just keep
Yeah.
it there, it's gonna be a freeze for enemies. It's gonna stay there, right? What holded you back from pushing?
I can tell you what held me back from pushing, and like I think it's kind of like like the simple thing I call it is like league trauma, where like every time I would push this wave, um, I feel like Viego would be here and I would die.
I see. So it's basically the low health that is kind of like a red flagging.
Yeah, so it's like I've got 300 health, and like honestly, like from a macro perspective, me pushing this wave in and dying to Viego, like Viego shows on the map, he probably skips camps, and like Caitlyn loses like 150 gold and some XP when I crash this too. So like even the worst case scenario isn't as bad as what I did. I think is kind of like the way to think about it.
So you're
I don't
so
know
are
about
you
you others.
thinking mostly about the jungle, or are you thinking, oh, Mel is gonna kill me, or like Kate?
I mean, we just killed Mel and Kate, so I'm definitely mentally not afraid of them.
Okay.
My thinking is that Viego would walk down
The
and
Viego would walk down. Yeah, I see. Okay, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Viego was shown top, as you can see right now on the minimap, like 30 seconds
okay,
before. Um, but yeah, I mean, he could be bot, like let's say in an extreme situation where he pats directly to bot, which is unlikely, but he could. Like right now, you're like safe. But if you really think about like the wave and where you have to be, you just have to be here, push this wave, and
yep,
you see you have vision on the river.
right,
So you see him coming, you just E away. Because this is not a level 6 Evelyn or something crazy, right? And judging
mm-hmm.
of your HP, you are pretty low. So he's gonna kill you. Uh it is a risk to stay for the wave, but I would take it. Because he was shown top as Viego,
Mm-hmm.
and you have decent word right there. If you were lower, like let's say you're 100 HP. If
Yeah,
you didn't have any vision, or if in the enemy team there was the Evelyn level 6, it is a risk, but it is too big to take. Because if you're just 100% gonna die, and you don't even have time to see the evening coming. So if you didn't have any vision, if it was a jungler you can't see, you can consider, okay, I'm not gonna push, I'm not gonna take this big risk. But in this specific
okay,
situation, with this vision that you've got right now, and the fact that it's only Viego, 100% you should push here.
yeah. That decision is honestly probably something that like heavily lost this game
Yeah.
because I just lose that whole wave.
Yeah, because you basically played really suboptimal in this lane, like starting for level 1, try to trade,
Mm-hmm.
lost your HP, and to be honest, Kindred kind of saved you, even Thresh did some good hooks,
Right.
but didn't get anything of it, because every time you're got something, you didn't crush the wave, didn't get a good recall off. You just stand in the lane and stay in lane and just burn and burn and burn and bleed. So it was
Right.
so it's kind of like they were supposed to win and poke you, and you just had to play safe. You didn't do it well, but then at the same time, you were in a winning position where you had to push and get the lead and kill them, and still didn't play it well. Just still like stumbled on the right game plan. Okay, so tell me more about your mid game. How do you play mid game typically?
I'm trying to play mid game by like trying to keep a good mental note of like where the enemies are, because like one of the best things I can do on Kaisa is turn a 1v1 into a 2v1 and just create so much pressure on the map that way. The other thing is I'm just really good at team fights because I'm able to peel myself. I can either like R into someone if I get attacked on the back line, or I can just R and E backwards to kind of take care of myself as the team fight happens. I feel pretty comfortable with team fighting in general. Well, at a platinum level, I feel comfortable.
Let's see here. So you took the like same thing here. You kill them, and you're still low, but you're taking the tower. It is a small risk, but judging of your vision right here, it should be fine. Like now he comes,
Right.
and you just back. He even flashed, and you're still fine, as you can see.
Right. And so I'm attacking him because I know he doesn't have anything.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, a bit slow though in the way. Like, why not just use W like now? Like, just use immediate. Like, not now. Hey, like now, just QW, like W. Because you get the passive, right? Because you just waited so much. Look at this. He would have been this HP. And now you can kill him, so you're kiting. That's fine. Dodge the hook. Good. Very nice. And now you can just kill him. So W. So you just kill them. And then now you have to run because Kate is coming and she has ult. Just recall really far away. The recall position is fine. The fact that you recall in this case is fine. Could you have pushed one more away? Absolutely not. They are in the lane because you just fought the Viego. You can even see the Mel. You're also super low. So in this specific case, you did very good.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, This is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
See what I did here because you're just pushing, but why? Okay, so there is something happening on the river right now. You have to just fast push so in case you want to join. This is good. I would also use Q. You're not using much, but yeah, try to pressure Kate 1v2.
Now I can confess that I did not know. Well, I'm not sure if I knew that there was something happening in the
I know, don't worry, I know, but I'm trying to repeat these things just so you can see next time, so we don't need to waste a lot of time about the concept. But yeah, it's very simple, right? They're fighting on the river. Caitlyn just like, if we want to be there, you have to push the Caitlyn. You want to make sure Caitlyn doesn't go there, because if she gets this wave into the tower, then she can be the one moving.
And if she gets the wave into the tower, we lose that tower. I'm trying not to have that happen.
Well, you're not going to, you're not going to anyways leave. You just need to stay for the minions in that case anyways. Like, you weren't gonna, even if she pushes, you can still, okay, the tower is really low. Yeah, can I do something here? Yeah, not pretty much you can do without ult.
Spell block the thresh Q, there wasn't much to do.
Okay, and you just get double.
But I still did a good look.
Oh my god, okay. And like, I like platinum, maybe. I think I should play in platinum too. Everyone is running it down,
yeah,
so
right.
I can win some games. Okay, so you push. Let's see how much.
Like, I really want to recall here. Sure.
Okay, not that bad. I could just kill them. And we see the death timers here. This death timers tell you how much you should stay, especially because we also have Viego death timer. So you just got one plate, and now they just respawn. So you have 25 seconds to make the next play. 25 seconds. You need to recall in the meantime because they'll, like, she's right there right now. So you stayed, which is good because she just respawned. Like, you took the wave, and now they're like in the second tower. So you have to really rush pushing this wave and then just recall. And here it looks like you actually knew where Kate is, even though I feel like you didn't track the Caitlyn like precisely. This is still a very good recall. Even the position is not bad. I would prefer the brush, but this is not bad position because you have the wave in the tower. So not bad. I would not get boots. I would not like getting Queen's is better.
I didn't have the money for Gwensu.
Yeah,
so,
but I would just
like,
save. I would just save. I would just save. Yeah.
Okay.
Like here. Like pickaxe into that one, into the other one, and next time when you recall, you just need like 1k gold and you have it.
Okay. Yeah, I just feel like, especially when I'm at a range disadvantage, having tier 2 boots is so helpful.
Yeah, because tier 2 boots are so useless in this meta. 25 attack speed, so useless.
Okay.
And if you have tier 1 boots and you have refillable potion, or you have tier 2 boots and no refill, tier 2 boots are almost useless, I think. On Kai'Sa specifically. I think most champs. Because you don't really need that attack speed.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because you delay a bit of your power spike of Guinsus. Okay, you don't really know your combos on Kai'Sa, which is very surprising. Do you know there is a combo you R and you W in the air?
I know of it. I don't use it very often.
Yeah, because here, like, it goes like this is fine. Like, now you should use the RW.
WR. Yep. Okay.
WR?
I could WR, couldn't I?
Like W like this?
Yeah. Yeah, I could just start the W and then...
But the minions?
Well, I can't because I'm rooted. But I could R past the minions, right? And then I'd hit it.
Yeah. But do you know that you can do mid-air?
Yes, yes. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So you know the combo, but you just don't do it, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's pretty complicated because it's platinum, so we're not talking about bronze. So if you don't know your combos, you might struggle in this elo, yeah. Like if you don't know really well your combos, like champion mastery.
Yeah, and like the other thing about Kaisa is like her E and her W both have these channel times and cast times where I'm not doing DPS. So if I actually practice these combos, then my DPS and my kill threat just goes up so
Yeah.
much, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So there, like RW, see? And you just start W like immediately.
Can you
RW.
W and then R, or does that not work?
No, if you W and R, it doesn't work. Like, I mean, okay, depends on if there is nothing in front of you and you can just double the R. I mean, sure, but I mean that W could just
Oh, no, yeah, that's
it
not what I
doesn't
thought
work,
would
right?
happen. Okay,
Yeah. Okay. It's good.
got it.
So you R, then you just W. So the perfect combo is like this: R W Q auto, and then just if you have visibility in a fight, that's how you do it. Just E out. Okay, let's go into a practice tool because I want to make sure you also know how to make this combo happen. So you go into a practice tool as well.
You got it.
You knew that you can jump over the wall with Kaisa R, right?
Yes, definitely. It could probably come up more often. I think part of it is just like I know these things, but I'm not like my brain is thinking about so many other things.
Yeah.
Like in a typical platinum game. Where like I'm not using those and like I should just be using them so that I know when they come up and make more sense.
Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, let's see. Don't forget to share your screen as well, yes?
Yeah, I'm still getting into the game.
Yeah, show me again. Let's see more. W flash.
Well, actually, it's
Yeah, do it on different angles as well, not only in that angle. Like it doesn't have to be on the Doomy. Yeah. Yeah, typically it's forward. Okay.
I might change the
Yeah,
direction.
typically it's like you go forward with the W and yeah, like towards the Doomy. Okay, let's see the combo with the R.
Okay. And I do remember you can also do it with the E too if you wanted. But
The
so
RE?
yes. Yeah. That can be fun sometimes. You like show up invisible.
You're not always wanting to actually be melee like you do. You ulting like very melee, which can be good, but sometimes you just want to be max range.
Yeah, and honestly, probably most of the time I want to be max range.
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the things that's keeping me out of Emerald is I have a tendency, like when I get into a fight, to start like just throwing my stats at them, basically. So it's like I hop onto them and it's like, all right, I need my attack speed, and then I just like, okay, here we go. And if it doesn't get me killed on the person I'm fighting, it gets me killed on the second person I'm fighting, right? So
Yeah, let's see some of the RW because you don't use W like that. Well, you can, but this is like in a situation because if you can use W like right away, like you do, that's fine. If you know you can hit it. The problem is that there are minions, in a team fight and people in front, so that's why sometimes you wanna use W on a different person, right? That's why this trick of RW. Okay, so let's go back to the game. So I guess, yeah, maybe we can just look a bit of the mid game here. And then you see my screen?
yes.
bit iffy here, if you ask me, with the with the flash. Pretty much flashed nothing. Like, look at this.
Yeah, the fact that I didn't W at all there is crazy.
Yeah. She'll just die
Like
instantly.
once I have 3 stacks, she just dies instantly to the W.
And here, Q, E. Yeah, you just flash nothing, as you can see. You should flash her E.
Okay.
That one you should flash.
Yeah, because I flash nothing and then I eat the E because I flashed, right? So.
Yeah, not the best. Your camera is very, for Kaisa main, I wouldn't say it's bad for Platinum, but there are cases where it's too locked. You are trying your best to move it, to like, change it. Like here, for example, I'm not sure like how much HP the Atrox has when he's TPing, or the Swain. I didn't even know it's a Swain. Like you see, because your camera is super bad here. And then here's like you just procced your passive, you got isolated Q, but you're not seeing how much HP he has. You only see it on the left angle. Yeah, but I mean, it's so difficult in a League of Legends game to look here with your eyes. So that's why your camera is...
Yeah.
Right. Same thing here is like you did damage the Mel, but I don't know how much HP Mel has. Like the play is, do I run and wait for Silas, or do I just, go on them? Well, I don't know, because I don't know how low they are. If they're really low, you can go in. But you see the camera control? Didn't really see them. Look, there is just... And they were actually pretty low. Do you know how to do the cancel on the Q?
Evolve?
Like,
not consistently. Not
but how do you do it?
There's a way to cancel it with like the recall, but I don't think I've ever done that successfully. I have canceled it with
the E.
Yeah.
That is not good. No, yeah, because these are like basic stuff on Kaisa. And you see, if you want to beat bad matchups, you have to start with the hypothesis of, I'm so good at Kaisa that I can even beat Caitlyn and Ashe. And now it's like, I'm not sure if you are at the moment. I'm not sure if you are.
Sure.
So I guess we should go again into a practice stall. Let me see if I can... Because this is, I typically don't talk about like mechanics and combos and stuff, but for you, I think it is pretty huge that we don't know and don't do them consistently. You see my screen?
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
And I don't play Kaisa. I very, very rarely play her. But it's just, the mechanic is just muscle memory for me. And it's going to be for you as well soon. Okay. 1 second. I am looking. Yeah, I'm watching.
Okay.
But did you press B too?
Oh, B? Okay, no.
Or what do you press?
I pressed E.
It's easier with the B. So try to press like at the same time, yes? Like right when you click on it. Wait. Can you share your whole screen? Now you're just sharing the League of Legends. I don't see your cursor. It's really important. Because the trick on Kaisa only works if you're using your...
So I'm supposed to click it and then hit B?
And then B. Okay. You got it.
Okay.
Let's do it. I want to see minimum 5 times.
And
with the E as well?
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever you feel more comfortable with. With the E is also fine. Yeah, these things I think until next time you should focus on the mechanics first.
Okay,
On the mechanics and combos. Okay, so I
sounds good.
guess we can talk a little bit about the mid game, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So what do you how do you play in the mid game here?
Honestly, this game I don't really remember.
But in general, how do you play for mid game?
I feel like it's all about just like keeping mid prio so I can be flexible, and then looking for an opportunity to 2v1 something. And then if a team fight breaks out, I have so many forms of self peel. Like,
Okay, so in the mid game you want to play with your jungle. The jungle determines your play. So when you push this wave, for example, you need to pay attention with
Mhm,
your eyes on two things. One is the objectives you have, which is
mhm,
Herald. Two is the jungle position, which is bot lane. So after you push this, you can't push mid because everyone is on the map. We don't know where they are.
mhm.
So now you should just go towards your jungle and get vision with him. So this right here,
Okay,
what you're doing is pretty useless.
got it.
You don't want to face check here. You don't want to stay on the top side.
Right.
You want to heal and do anything. You have nothing to do any with top side. Just have to
Mhm,
hide, go with the kindred. Look, he goes for a play. Keep going. You have 10 seconds left on the ult. This wave is
mhm.
just there, which means the next wave is here. The waves will meet in like 15 seconds. And if the melee is going to push, the wave is going to be into your tower in like 25 seconds. So you have minimum 20 seconds to move. You can move, and before the wave gets on back to mid lane, you can get a kill, and then still be able to move to mid. But you want to hover this place and be ready
Okay.
for the wave, because now you're just waiting the wave here, but you could have just go, get the kill, and go back to wave mid. Oh. Oh. Try to W the vehicle. Okay. Does give
Which means I
vision.
didn't have it for Caitlyn,
Yeah.
which is why I
And
lost
she
it. Okay.
flashed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, exactly what I said about the Greases, right? Still not buy
Yeah.
boots because now. Okay, I think it might be enough for today because it just feels like the more we look at, the more we things we find. And I think for the early game, like rushing the wave, pinging the support, like knowing what to do with the wave, conserving HP,
Hmm.
um, using the Q on the minions. These things, like there are a few things that you need to work on. So I feel like it's kind
Yeah,
of bad to
absolutely.
go for like, because we could do watch this game and even the next game, but then we spend 2 hours for what, to like just go in all of the mistakes, when I think it's better if you just work on these mistakes, watch the session
Yeah. No.
again, and like in a week, 2 weeks, we can like follow up session, and then we can keep working on, because I don't want to overwhelm you with information. I typically do
No.
that.
Yeah.
I typically do that, but I think it's not optimal. What do you think?
No, I completely agree with you. This is just the right amount of information
Okay.
to go back and work on.
So let's make a plan right now. So what do you think were the biggest mistakes that we found in today's code?
Um, I think one of the things that will help me a lot, specifically into like Caitlyn and like other AD carries that like just they have more range and they get the priority, is not being afraid to use my Q if I'm not gonna need it to fight. Especially level one, like priority is so important. Contributing my Q to that is really good. Um, the other thing is every single time, like I get kills in bot lane and my resources aren't like zero, I really should be trying to crash the wave and get off a good recall so I have more gold to spend and that. And then I just want to spend a little bit more practice tool time with like flash Ws and RWs and just like the basic mechanic stuff that will make it so that me playing Kaisa is actually like an advantage. instead of just being a not meta champion right now, you know?
Perfect. Okay. Is there anything else that we should write down about this game?
I do want to take that one quick mid-game lesson because it's an obvious thing and it's something that I really should be thinking about. It's just like mid-game is all about the jungler.
Yes, typically
I
a jungle and
wanna be-
objective. So pushing mid wave
Right.
and knowing when we need to get back to mid wave. Sometimes you can play to push it, like you can just be there before it gets to you. But sometimes you can like cover your
Mhm.
support or a jungle.
Mhm.
You know, if they make a play. But with Kaisa, you have ult, so you can always,
Right.
you know, move.
Mhm.
And of course, you gotta make sure you get back to the wave mid lane. But we'll talk about that after we finish up the early game. Because something tells me if we didn't fix the recall timings and the combos on Kaisa, you can have Gumayushi mid game because you won't climb out of plat. Because the early game is just so important, and the way you play it right now, it just doesn't
Yep.
work very much really. Like,
Makes
look,
sense
this
to me.
game is like Kate is 2 levels up on you right now because we didn't really push
Right.
extra waves, didn't really do anything. Okay, good. Okay, so I think you should play minimum after this session. Personally, I would play minimum like how much do you play in a normal average League of Legends day? On average.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.